Well, howdy there. I'm probably going to be talking a lot of comics this week. Comic-Con is happening, but I was just thinking about Black Panther because we have it now, and I was watching it not too long ago, and I was just noticing how obnoxiously fervent the word vibranium was. Just about every character in the movie says it a few times each, and it gets to be really annoying. It's almost like the word quantum in Ant-Man and the Wasp, except the word vibranium isn't a real word. No, but what it is a plot device that allows the writers to just say whatever they want is possible and attribute it to the magical, mystical, space properties of vibranium. Oh, it's a meteorite that came from who knows what part of the galaxy. Okay, I don't care about that. That's not a problem. Because what I always understood vibranium to be was an indestructible metal. But what I'd never expected were the things I'm putting on screen right now. See that? That's ridiculous. But not only is it like a holographic kinetic sand type of thing where they can track each other, it's also like a 3D hologram Skype thing, and it's a put it in your spine and you'll be able to be stabilized, and then put you on a table. I'll put some vibranium in you, you can walk again. If you've been brainwashed by Hydra, put some vibranium in you, and you'll be fine. You want to take over the world? Flex tape. Whoops, that's the wrong commercial. Vibranium. It gets really annoying. Not only that, but they say that its sonic properties, or whatever it was, allow Black Panther's suit to absorb almost all kinetic energy and be able to redirect it. Well, if that's not Superman, I don't know what is. And it gets to the point where you just end up detached from what you're seeing on screen because you're so tired of the word vibranium. Well, that's if you watch movies the way that I do. I typically go to these movies expecting a little bit of logic, a little continuity. I know that a lot of effort goes into these movies, so I'm not going to crap on it too hard, but I do expect a little bit of effort when it comes to the storytelling every once in a while. But when it came to the storytelling in Black Panther, primarily concerning vibranium, there's a lot of other storytelling issues that I won't get into right now, but vibranium itself, the concept of vibranium, is such a loose thing that it has no rules to follow in the story, and I kind of hate that. It's like the Force in the Star Wars films. When Obi-Wan Kenobi first explained what the Force is, he explained a flowing, binding, penetrating energy that spreads across the universe and flows through each and every one of us, but some people can just harness it to do certain things. That's the accepted explanation of what the Force is. But once you start watching Episode 7, it's literally just a pick and choose type of parent that gives this person these things and that person that things. And because you're the main character, bam, you're strong with the Force now, and it doesn't really make any sense. The reason Luke was so powerful is because he was the son of the Chosen One, and the reason that the Chosen One was so powerful is because he was born out of the M-word, midichlorians. But by the time you get to Episode 8, now the Force will pick someone on the dark side and make them really powerful, and then pick someone on the light side and make them powerful to match, which has never really lined up with what we've seen in Star Wars before, because if that were the case, Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker should have been more evenly matched than they were, and we all know how that turned out. So, when you have a thing in your storytelling that is supposed to be capable of doing all these things, give us an idea of what those things are. That way, going forward, we know what we can expect to see. When I was watching Black Panther for the first time, I didn't think that after Everett got shot, they were just going to stick a vibranium ball in his spine and he'd be okay. That was the last thing I thought was going to happen. I promise you I didn't expect that. And they kind of got away with it because they never tried to give like a field of what vibranium is capable of. It shows up on screen and it starts doing things, and you have to accept it because you didn't write the story. And I've read quite a few comics that Black Panther's appeared in. I haven't read Black Panther properly, but I've seen him around, and I've never seen vibranium capable of doing the things that it did in this movie. Vibranium being able to do anything that the script needs it to do kind of changes the MCU, because why did the US just make a shield? They could have made a freaking Death Star cannon, battering ram cannon from Episode 8. How come Ultron just made bodies? He could have made like Sauron from Lord of the Rings. He could have been Smaug from The Hobbit. Vibranium is capable of doing all these things. They could have made a cold pressed juicer and juiced Earth. I'm getting a little bit ridiculous now, but I think you understand my point, at least a little bit. They didn't define what vibranium is and is not capable of doing, so now anytime you see it doing something really, really absurd on screen, you have to roll with it, because A, it's fictional, and B, they never said it couldn't. And I'm also tired of the it's fictional, don't put so much stake in it, because I'll get into that later. But overall, I just think that Black Panther suffered from very, very lazy writing, especially when it came to the use of vibranium, which is the thing that moves their entire plot along. That's their MacGuffin. If you're not going to put any actual writing effort into your MacGuffin, the word that people are going to be saying the most out of any other word in the script, then probably don't use it. Don't motherbox us, all right? It's going to be a while before I actually talk about Justice League again. I'm trying to figure out how to do that without getting in trouble from Warner. But that's it. I'm not going to take up your entire day. If you like what you've seen here and you want more of me, well, I don't understand why you would feel that way. But hey, to each their own. Click on the screen. Later.